Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am on my way to the lake. It is late in the morning. It's 9 o'clock. It's a little bit late to be getting started with this, but I wasn't sure if I was going to head out. I've got a couple of things that I need to do today, as I did yesterday when I couldn't make it out on the water. So I can't stay out here very long, but I just wanted to do a quick trip out to that same spot that you saw me in the last video just to see what's going on. I like to use this lake. It's like a and I may have talked about this in a video before, but if I have, you probably haven't seen it, and I don't really think that I did. Anyway, so this lake is a really good example on a small scale of kind of what a lot of Florida lakes have to offer. It has a little bit of everything. Right now, it's got a lot of hydrilla. It's not a little bit of hydrilla, but there's a lot of grass. There's hyacinths and stuff like that. There's reeds. Which is typical of a lot of Florida lakes. Obviously, we'll have all of those, but not all of them do, and not all of them do that are this size. So we've got all of that stuff in one, and then we've also got some areas with some deep water. There's one really big deep hole on this lake that I don't really fish too often, to be perfectly honest, but when I do catch fish, it's not out of it, it's off to the side of it, kind of, usually on depth changes and stuff like that. So I like to use this lake as like a small scale experiment. It kind of has given me a lot of insight into how the fish behave down here and how I need to fish according to what's going on. Because I can cover all of it easily in a day, and again, it has kind of like everything that typical Florida lakes generally have to offer all in one spot. It's not generally not, right now it is, again with all the hydrilla, it's generally not super heavy on one thing and super light on all the others. Aside from deep water, there's only a couple of spots where there's really deep water. So this has been fundamental in me learning how to fish in this part of the state. So I like to go there a lot. I like to see how it changes with the conditions changing. I've only been living down here for 2 years, so I don't know a lot from my personal experience of, say, fishing it for the last 5 or 6 years, like in New Jersey, where I knew how bodies of water behaved, and I knew what to do and when to do it and all that type of stuff just based on prior experience. So this has been really good for me, and I like to get out to this place as much as humanly possible. If you've got a body of water like that around you, that generally mimics all of the things that bodies of water around you have to offer typically, take advantage of that. If it's small enough for you to be able to really cover, or if you're in a big boat, heck, you can do whatever you want, obviously. So but if you're in a kayak or a john boat, or you're fishing from the bank or something like that, it's a prime opportunity, if you can find a body of water like this, to be able to really take advantage of learning the area based on one lake. It's helped me out immensely. Anyway, I'll see you guys out on the water. I'm done rambling. So there was a kid down here the last time I was down here with a john boat. His name's Aiden. Shout out if you're watching. What's up, dude? And he's sitting in my spot, which is kind of cool. If he saw that on the video and he decided to go give it a shot, I hope he's catching them, because the last time I was over there, which was the day before yesterday, I actually didn't catch anything. Well, I caught one first thing, actually. I caught one. I was going to make a video out of that day, but the footage didn't turn out too great. We started when it was super low light. It was really difficult to see. And on top of it, we only caught like 4 fish between the two of us, me and my buddy Greg, all day long. All right, so this was the last area that I boated any fish in. I don't have my other camera with me today. I actually didn't really intend on coming out here today. Like I said, I have some stuff I need to take care of today, so I really had no intention of getting on the water, but it was just such a nice day. When I went out this morning to feed my cat and stuff, I decided that I was going to head out. So this was the last spot that we boated any fish off of the other day. And I'm going to see if there's still anything hanging around here. If not, I'm a lot closer today than I was when we were out here before to that bite window that I'm talking about. So hopefully my camera won't be dead. And maybe I'll chase around some schoolies or something for a little bit. I wasn't going to bring my motor when I initially decided to come out here. I said, I'll just go paddle. The wind's not bad this morning, but after I got here, I was like, yeah, I'm old and my back hurts, so I'm bringing the motor. I'm sure some of you can relate to that. That's a fish. Yep, there's still, oh, that's a good fish too. Yep, that's a good fish. Oh boy, that is a good fish. Okay, all right. Getting in that, bud. I've been rewarded. Okay. Wow, he wasn't going anywhere. I was afraid I didn't get a good hook in him. He was hooked right in the jawbone. Probably she. Yeah, there's fish in the area, eh? That definitely keyed us in right there. Yeah, 19. Solid 19, we'll take that. First fish of the day on like the third cast. Alright, so same deal as before. 10-inch old monster. Can't beat Zoom, man. Zoom is like the king for me, honestly, when it comes to worming and stuff like that. So, solid fish. Release it right back into the grass over meal. And she gone. Screen is filthy. You know, back in the 90s when I was a kid, before moms carried things like prepackaged lens wipes and stuff in their purse to clean their kids' glasses with, my mom used to spit on them. And it works. Because what the heck else are you going to do when you're out somewhere and you don't really have time to run and go find a bathroom to wash the glasses and all that type of nonsense? You don't have anything to dry them with. You just spit on them and use your shirt tail. So that's what we just did. Something's going on right over there, and I'm not sure what. Alright, let's sneak a peek at this side view. So I got a little point of grass that comes out right here out in front of me. Target the end of that, fan cast in towards it a couple of times, and then maybe drop a worm on it. Those types of areas tend to produce pretty well in this lake a lot of times. Sometimes it's literally just a little pocket or indention in the grass line. Oh, yep, there we go. What is that? That's a pickerel. Bro, you were not supposed to eat that. Come on, dog. You're gonna ruin my spinnerbait. You already have, I'm pretty sure. Ah, good lord. Oh, and he's hooked pretty bad, too. Where the heck are my pliers? There they are. Chill, man. You are ruining my spinnerbait. Somebody besides you might want to eat that one day. Get out of here, you slime dart. Dang it. Okay. Oh yeah, he destroyed the spinnerbait. See if we can bend it back. Having a little bit of an off morning here, dropping stuff all over the deck, making lots of noise. Can't seem to get myself situated, can't seem to get the boat situated. Can't seem to catch the right species of fish. I mean, I did catch one nice bass, but that pickerel was definitely not an intended target, although it tugged on my line and bent my rod a little bit. It was fun. Not what we're out here looking for, though. I want a big old sloppy bass. Alright, so I'm sitting in an area that's got a lot of little sparse patches of grass. Throwing this big 8-inch Gambler Jeezy. Bringing it through the grass. Looking for one big bite. Hopefully. That's the idea anyway. Been out here going on 2 hours now. Caught 2 fish. One wasn't the right species. It's been real grindy out here the last few weeks. Except for that one day where I caught a decent amount, like not 7 or 8 fish. I haven't really had days where I've come out here and just killed it like I have in the past. Definitely gets slow this time of year. There's a fish. And there goes my worm. Thanks, bud. I've only got like 3 of those left. What a dink. Would be a little dink that ruined my worm. Little tiny guy. Sun's getting bright. Right overhead just about. Yep. That is a much better fish. Oh yeah, that's a much better fish. Okie dokie. Do not want to rip too big of a hole in this fish's mouth. Come on, get in the boat, and don't break my rod. Yes. Good Lord. Please don't tell me you are... Gosh dang it. All the big ones are getting those hooks deep. Well, I'm very sad to say that this fish, unfortunately, is not going to make it. It's the same thing that happened to the one the other day that I ended up releasing that did okay on the release. I was moving the bait, man. It's not like I was dead sticking it and it came and picked it up and I didn't realize it or anything like that. This fish just inhaled it and got gut hooked. And even though I managed to get the hook out, she's gone. That really sucks. Alright, so as you could see from the video, and I'm sure you could tell by the title, that day did have a little bit of a sad ending to it, unfortunately. Fortunately, though, there was a bit of a silver lining in the fact that Aiden and his buddy Gio were there fishing, and neither one of them were personally interested in harvesting that fish, but Aiden called, I believe it was his dad, I'm not 100% sure, but called somebody who was right down the road and told him to bring it on over. So he ended up taking that fish and giving it to somebody who's going to end up eating it. So at least there was some, positive side out of that fish dying, and that it fed somebody. You always feel terrible when something like that happens, especially to a good quality, mature fish like that that's healthy and doesn't have anything going on with it. It's pretty crappy. it's like a good punch in the gut, unfortunately. And I did end my day there. That was it. I was done. I went to the house after I gave that fish to them, and we all went in and pulled our boats out of the water. But these are things that we unfortunately sometimes have to deal with as anglers. It's not the first time it's happened, and I'm sure, unfortunately, it will not be the last, because this happens from time to time. I still don't know why that fish died. There was no blood. There was no real damage. So it's a bit of a mystery to me still why it died so quickly, because it wasn't out of the water for very long. I was able to get the hook out pretty quickly compared to how some other ones that I've actually got the hook out and them still lived. So yeah, anyway, enough rambling on about that. Remember, these things happen, guys, and try to do everything that you can to protect this resource that we're so very fortunate to be able to take advantage of. Catch, photo, release, get the fish back in the water. Try to handle them as best as you can and as quickly as possible. And if something like this does happen, if you are not interested in harvesting that fish, as I unfortunately really wasn't, I didn't have the ability to take care of it at that time. It would have ended up spoiling before I could have done anything with it. So try to give it to somebody else. Try to make sure that it doesn't go to waste. I appreciate you sticking with me this long. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch up with you guys next time. Peace.